With Dollar Tree items, without breaking a bank, we can create everyday high-end home decor looks. Welcome to CJ DIY. I am C. Those touch control lamps at Plus section at Dollar Tree are super cute. They came in 2 colors. I selected the white one and I wanted to give it a nice, simple makeover. It's so simple and easy that anybody can do and make it implement with your home decor. To turn off the power, you can just press it on, and if you want to turn it off, you can just double press it and the light will go off. After I remove the lampshade, I will decoupage it with this mocha checkerboard tissue paper that I have. I purchased this tissue paper from Amazon. I will have the link in my description box. And what I am doing is I'm adding a matte finish Mod Podge and adding the tissue slowly around the lampshade of my lamp. If you're not a lover of a checkerboard, you can add any kind of tissue or a napkin you have, and you can make your lamp per your taste. My girls got me the new Mocha Mackenzie Childs collection, and I wanted to make something to implement with those items and to look very high-end all together. Now that my lampshade is all covered with this tissue, I cut off the axis and I am sealing it with a matte finish Mod Podge as well. While the lampshade is drying, on the bottom part of the lamp stand, I will add just a line of the same tissue that I added on the lampshade, just to make it nice and cohesive. And with adding a little detail like this, I am giving you an idea to create something that it will look very high-end and it will not cost you much, and you can do it for less than 5 minutes. Now that everything is ready, I'm adding the lampshade back to my lamp and it's done. I love those Dollar Tree wooden pieces. I grabbed 3 of the 12-inch long pieces. I leave one as it is, and the other 2 I cut them off in smaller pieces so I can build like a tower. As you can see, I used the Dollar Tree hacksaw. It worked just perfect. And now that I got the sizes of my pieces, before I glue them together, I'm smoothing out the edges with my sanding tool so it can be nice and smooth on both sides, and then I will just layer them on top of each so I can create like a tower. Before I glue them, I want to make sure that they're on an equal distance, and I'm using my measuring tool. I got that tool from my friend Kendra from Late Night Creation. Super handy. I really like it. Thank you, Kendra. And now I'm just adding a tight bond glue and adding those wood pieces on top of each. Now that all pieces are glued together, on top of it, I ended up adding this wooden knob that I have in my stash just for a perfect look, like a cherry on top. And voila, I have a perfect tower. I let it dry for like an hour, and now I'm distressing it with my weathered wood DIY paint just a little bit so I can have that weathered rustic look before I add more embellishments to this tabletop. I will be adding some ribbon transfers from this Home Sweet Home IOD booklet, and I wanted to make this tabletop reversible. On one side I will be adding this tea rice sugar biscuit, and then on the other side I will be adding time for tea with this tea kettle that will implement perfect with my Mackenzie child tea kettle that I have, and it will look perfect in my kitchen. Now that I got all my pieces together, what I will do is I will cut off the words and simply I will add those transfers on my wooden piece. For those of you who never tried ribbon transfer, this is such a beautiful detail for your decor that it won't break a bank. Those are not a bit pricey. So what you will do on your decorations, you can just release this transfer. They're coming with a header sheet. You just release that clear header sheet with this scraping tool, and then those beautiful designs will stay on your surface. They will look super cute, unique, and very high-end at the end. And remember, every transfer that you add, you have to seal it either with Mod Podge or clear wax or any kind of sealer that you have to make sure that it will stay there for a long time. After one word is added together with my teacup on top, I will add another word in the middle, and then the tea word will stay on the bottom. Beside the tea, we'll add the tea kettle, then another tea kettle on the side, and another cup just to fill out the space and make it look all cohesive. And that's the beauty of those transfers. You can combine them together. You can create unique look with mixing. That doesn't mean if one page you got all those pieces together, you can mix with the second page or another booklet from IOD, and all together when you create it, it will look just beautiful and unique. After I add all those tea kettles and cups, I will also add just like a flower from a different IOD booklet just for a little detail, and then on the other side we'll add the other words so we can make it reversible. To finish off this look, I grab a small flower pick from the Botanical IOD booklet on the side, and I seal it with a clear DIY wax, and I'm making this tabletop reversible. So on the other side, I ended up adding this tea rice sugar biscuit with some flower picks on the side, and that's it for this simple and easy DIY. For my next project, I'm using this Dollar Tree glass trivet. I am removing the silicone pads on the bottom. We'll put them back later on. And now it's time for a new makeover. I am adding a layer of Mod Podge and covering the whole bottom part of this glass trivet and adding the same mocha checkerboard tissue that I am using for my projects today. And I will smooth it out and I will cut off the excess on the edges and I will let it dry. And now that it's fully dry, look how cute it looks with the glass and the checkerboard. But to bring it more to details, the back part, I will cover it with a white chalk paint. I will let it dry. I will add back the silicone pads and that's it. We have a brand new, beautiful, high-end looking glass trivet. I have those two glass cutting boards that I wanted to give them a nice makeover as well. I'm removing their silicone pads and I'm repeating the same step that I did on my glass trivet, covering the back part with this mocha checker tissue. I will let them dry and then I will cover the back part with the white paint and add the silicone pads back, and I have a new look for my glass cutting boards. After I added the paint on the back part of my glass cutting boards and also after I added the paint on the back, I have sealed the back part with a Mod Podge to make it nice and sealed. And I have a new look for those cutting boards. You can use the same checker tissue if you like, or you can use any kind of tissue that you have or napkins to your glass cutting boards, and you will have an amazing decor idea that will implement with your kitchen. For my next project, I'm using those two wood rounds from Dollar Tree. The middle part, I'm painting it with a white paint, and that's the part where I will add the checkered tissue paper to make it cohesive with all my decor today. So with my nails, I trace over my tissue to see where I will cut it and add it on the inside part of my sign. I will leave the bits out as they are. They look super cohesive and they implement perfect with the checkerboard. I added a matte finish Mod Podge to add that tissue, and I repeat the same step on my second sign as well. And perfect tabletop for my decor today. Super simple and easy to do. Now for extra embellishment, I will create some molds. I went outside and with this resin, I'm mixing the A and B liquid that it came with, and I will add it into the Rooster IOD mold. Super quick and easy. I love to work with resin. After I mix it well for less than 30 seconds, I will pour it into the mold, and for less than 5 minutes, I will have a perfect shape of two roosters with so many details to them, and I will add those roosters on top of my tabletops that I made with my checkerboards. Now that my roosters are formed and dry, I will bring them inside and I will paint them with the DIY weathered paint. I will let them dry, and now that they're dry, I will distress them with these two golden paints from Dollar Tree. I mix them together just to give that rustic vintagey golden look, and with adding this distressing with the gold paint throughout all those nooks and crannies and feathers that those roosters have, they came out into so much details. I really love how they look with the mixture of these brown and gold paints. Now that they're ready, I am also distressing the beads with the same gold finish just a little bit to make it more cohesive with my roosters, and I'm gluing my roosters with a tight bond glue in the middle part of my tabletops, and that's it for this quick and easy and beautiful creation. I'm using these square wooden slices from Dollar Tree. I really like to work with them, and I will create a wooden box. For a sturdy hold, I'm adding a tight bond glue, and for immediate hold, I will add a hot Gorilla Glue. Now that I created the box, for the bottom part, I cut off some popsicle sticks and I will glue them to cover the whole bottom part on this box. Now that my box is ready, I'm decoupaging it with this checkered tissue paper. I will cut off the excess on top and on the bottom, and I have a perfect new look, so I can add my rolling pins or my utensils. This box will be used for multi-purpose. Or if you make a box like this, you can use it as a topiary planter. I made one before and it looks beautiful. To finish off my box, I will add 4 legs with these square wood pieces from Dollar Tree, and that's it. You can add some embellishments on the side, you can add some molds if you like, you can add the rooster like the one that I created. from IOD molds. But this time I decided to leave it plain and simple and just perfect with my other decor. Now I will add some rolling pins and I will give them a nice makeover. On the little one, I got this one over Christmas for like couple of cents. It was on clearance. I will just paint the middle part and the handles. For the large one, I will decoupage it in the middle part since I will be using it as a decorative piece. And I just add the mocha checker tissue. I didn't add any paint and the wood is just peeking through perfect, the same way like it's peeking through the wooden box that I created, and it looks just, I bought this rolling pin with the checkerboard. Now for the little one, I start covering the stripes with the golden marker, but at the end I'll just cover them all. And the middle part I painted with a white paint. On that middle part, I ended up adding more transfers from Home Sweet Home IOD booklet, and I think implements perfect with this mini roller. And since those words are like a darkish brownish, I decided to paint the handles with a weathered wood DIY paint, and I just seal it with a clear DIY wax, and that's it for this quick and easy and super cute DIY. Let me know which of those creations you like the best, and if you're recreating some of them, I will show you a couple of different ways that I will style it, and I will add different kind of appetizers, desserts, bread, some spreads around, and implement just gorgeous with my cutting boards and all those cute decorations that I created without breaking a bank. And if you like this content, and for more, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, my darlings, I will leave you with, and know that I am with you always, yes, to the end of time, Jesus Christ. Stay blessed, my darlings. Until next time, from me to you. Bye-bye.